with MacSkywalker. Hope everyone is doing good. And as always, who will be the first to show up? Will it be at one of our VFFs, or will it be a troll of some kind? Let's see. Who shall be first? Because again, nobody under 18 allowed. This is not for kids, because I don't need to watch what I say. I don't want to have to censor myself if there's children in the chat. Oh, let's see. Next weekend there might not be a live stream because I want to have a tag sale, because there's some books and some other miscellaneous things that I'd like to sell. Make a few extra bucks, you know. Doesn't hurt in these times. So, oh, who have we got? I see there's somebody watching. Who could it be? Hello, whoever. Oh, there's two people watching. Make your presence known. Are you vegan? First off, though, are you... Somebody left. Oh. Toodles, whoever left. You have to be over 18. And if you're not vegan already, or if you're vegan curious, that's fine. But if you're an anti-vegan troll, you can, scram. I started watching season 2 of Outlander for the second time. I've only gone through the series once, so I'm revisiting it. Okay, 3 people are watching. Well, come on into the chat. Don't be shy. As long as you're over 18. People just like to play around. They pop in, pop out, whatever. You have to be over 18 though. And as I said, if you're an anti-vegan troll, or if you're a Trump supporter, you can scram. I don't. I have zero tolerance for either kind of trolls. Because this is my channel. No, 9 people are watching. But nobody's showing up in the chat yet. Come on. Oh. Hello. Are you over 18? Simple questions. Are you over 18 and are you vegan? Or vegan curious? Easy questions to answer. It's not rocket science. Well, hello. Harps the sleigh, whatever that is. Are you over 18 and are you vegan or vegan curious? Please answer my questions. I just want to know. Well, thank you. Are you over 18 and are you vegan or vegan curious? It's simple questions. It's my channel. I'd like to know. You have to be over 18. This is not for kids. If you're under 18, bye. If you're a vegan or vegan curious, that's fine. But if you're an anti-vegan troll and don't want to learn anything, then go. Or if you support Trump, go. I don't tolerate Trump bootlickers. Well, if nobody's gonna, you know, have a conversation as a two-sided deal, you know. So, are you over 18? It's not a hard question to answer. Jeez. Just answer. Are you over 18? Otherwise, go. If you're under 18, leave. Because I do not tolerate anti-vegan trolls or Trump bootlickers. Both of those can leave. If anybody is those things, they can leave. If you're under 18, you can leave too. Oh, shoot. I gotta turn off my, in case anybody calls, because I tell people I'm live streaming. Hi, Marcos. I'm glad to see one of my BFFs here. At least I know you're over 18 and you're vegan. And I know you don't support Trump even though you live in Greece. Good to see one of my BFFs. Today it's another cooler day. We had a lot of hot weather the past couple days. I mean, the past 2 days have been cooler because we had almost a week of hot weather. Oh, that's good that you're vegan. Are you over 18? So anyway, Marcos, hope your day's going good. I actually had woke up earlier and then went back to sleep. I woke up about 9:15. I said, oh boy. Had some breakfast. Get ready to stream. Bye. Harps, the sleigh. Probably under 18. Because I always put this as not for kids, and people don't friggin' listen. They don't pay attention. Because it was twice now, or more, I think there's more than that, people that were under 18 were on here. And I'm not going to get into trouble in any way, shape, or form. I shouldn't have to watch what I say if there's kids in the chat. You know? Especially when I'm talking about what happens to animals, not just in slaughterhouses, but in other areas like on fur farms and laboratories and other places that exploit them. So, like I was saying before, next Saturday, if the weather permits, I'm going to have a tag sale. Because there's some things that I'd like to sell, you know, out in the backyard. They're called yard sales, tag sales, garage sales here. People that have stuff they want to get rid of and get some money for. So I have some books and some other miscellaneous items that I'd like to sell. Could use the extra money. Especially because next month is my birthday is near the end of July. Hey, Lizzie! Glad to see ya. How's it going? There's one thing I want to do is I haven't been there in decades, literally, to the Yale Peabody Museum of Natural History. I used to go there with my dad on Saturday mornings when I was little, up until, because another reason why I don't like the 4th of July around that time is on the 4th was when my dad had a massive heart attack back in 1972. And he died 2 days later at the Veterans Administration Hospital in West Haven, Connecticut. So I don't like, that's another reason besides the stupid fireworks, I don't like the 4th of July. Because it's, you know. But I prefer to think about the good times with my dad on Saturday mornings to the Peabody Museum. I like the dinosaur exhibits. Yeah, Thursday, yesterday, and today, it's been a lot cooler here in Connecticut. Finally, because we had about 5 or 6 days of heat, and I did not go anywhere. I stayed at home with the air conditioner on, or the downstairs and the fan upstairs, because it was too freaking hot. I don't like that. When it's, you get the high heat and humidity and everything, and the heat indices makes it feel like it was 100-something degrees for those days, few days. And oh boy, and what a relief the past 2 days and today now. But tomorrow I think it's supposed to start getting warming up again, unfortunately. But it is summer. Oh, Lizzie. Oh boy. Was that the Beagle one? The Beagles demo? Well, may the force be with you, Skywalker. Hope you're over 18. And are you a vegan? My bandana kind of matches my tumbler here. You're welcome, Marcos. Oh, 4th anniversary. It's a shame we have to do these things. If this was a vegan world, it wouldn't be necessary to go to demos and vigils and protests and everything. But it would be nice if this was a vegan world instead of a dystopian one. And like I posted something yesterday, I thought a couple of my friends were turning towards being vegan, or at least plant-based in their diet, because veganism is not a diet, of course, as we vegans know. But unfortunately, no. So it's like sometimes I don't know anybody personally that I, around here that's vegan in every way. It gets discouraging, but I told this one particular friend that I'm not giving up. Because the animals need us to speak up for them because their voices are ignored. They don't want to die. There's no humane way to kill someone who does not want to die. Oh, he is live too? Oh, that seems to happen on Saturdays, I guess. But if people want to go to his stream, that's fine, Oh, yeah, Lizzie. See, I wished I had some actual vegans here, around me where I live. That would be so good. That way there I could do stuff. I know Nerds is in Stamford, Connecticut, but I don't know how to contact him other than, when he shows up on Sky's channel, And I'm not on Facebook. I'd rather have my face in a book than be on Facebook. So it's tough being the only vegan that I know personally, but I'm thankful that I have my vegan community on here. Because if I didn't have that, if I didn't have you folks, I wouldn't know what I would do. It's tough being the only vegan in my area here that I know of. There might be others, but I don't know them. Lizzie, yeah, I beat you to it. Yeah, because I was on Facebook a few years back, but I got off of it because it was. I get into it with people that were anti-choice people. And then there was some asshole that was, I don't know what country he was from, but he was asked, one of the things he asked me, I had a boyfriend at the time, and he asked me how much money I made, and said it's none of your damn business. Hi, Veganic Tomato. I love that comment, Veganic Tomato. If I could pin it on here, I don't know how to pin it, but I would pin that comment. Yep. Hey, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Donald Trump has got to go. Power to the people. No one is illegal. Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. I was at that last rally. I don't know when the next one is, because I'm ready to go to any rallies that I can get to around here. Too bad I didn't have a megaphone like Sky does. My voice ends up getting kind of croaky afterwards because I'm yelling, chanting things. Yeah, that one of those friends that I mentioned that I thought might be going towards veganism, but she's not, because she still buys some things that I'm sure she claims that meat hurts her tummy, hurts her stomach. But yeah, every now and then I think she unintentionally says that, or I heard from somebody else, I think it was secondhand news, but anyway. Yeah, I need a whistle or a kazoo. I have to find out when the next rally is going to be. But anyhow, that one of my friends is the one I mentioned in a previous comment on my post. I should get bagpipes. Be like the wear a kilt and play bagpipes or the drum. Have our own Jacobite rebellion. Yeah. Yeah, I'm rewatching Outlander for the second time because I only went through the whole series once. I'm on season 2 when they're in France. And so anyway, that one friend was the one that said cars have feelings. I said, no, they don't. They're not sentient beings. So that's a new one. Cars, though. She said they're just like us. They have feelings. Oh my God, that's another ridiculous thing. You know, it's like, what the hell? I don't know. Some people, I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, it's on, because there's one more season coming up. They just finished wrapping season 8 last September, but I don't know when it's going to be released. But it was on the Stars channel here. I love that show. Great cast, great. I'd never read all the books, but I had read some of them years ago. I like when Jamie calls Claire Sassenach. Yeah, one time I was talking to a friend and and this was unintentional. I called them Clayme. Claire and Jamie, I combined their names like Shamey on Big Bang Theory, Sheldon and Amy. Well, it just slipped out of my mouth, Clayme. Oh, you did? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they could switch it over, but it originally was on Stars. But I borrowed the DVDs from the library because I have a TV, but I don't have any kind of cable. or that stuff. That's one of those things I can't afford. So I just have a TV and watch my own library of shows and movies or borrow them from the library, which I did with this Outlander. But whenever the whole series is finished, 8 seasons, then I would like to buy the complete series to have in my collection, like I did with several other shows that are my particular favorites. There's too many shows I really enjoy a lot, but I can't get everyone. I mean, I don't have the room for all of that. I would need an extra room just for DVDs. Oh, that's a shame, Lizzie. So, to reiterate what I mentioned earlier, next Saturday I probably won't be doing a stream if I have my yard sale. Depends on the weather. If it's not too hot or if it's not raining, then I'll have my tag sale. I need to make a little dough. A little extra money won't hurt, especially since July. Near the end is my birthday, so I want to have money. I gotta make sure I have some money. I'm going out to lunch at this place that has vegan options. So, and I'm thinking maybe after that I might hop on the bus and go to New Haven. Well, I'd have to go to downtown New Haven and catch another bus that goes out to where the Yale Peabody Museum of Natural History is, because it's free admission, so that's cool. And like I mentioned, I haven't been there in like over 53 years. And they renovated it a few years ago, so it'd be nice to see what it looks like now after all these years. Because my mom told me that I used to ask her if she wanted to come with us, and she would say, no, that's your time with your dad. If only I could have had more time with him. Almost 10 years. That's why that song, Time in a Bottle, kind of has a special meaning, even though I think it came out after he had passed, but it resonates with me because I wished I had more time to spend with him than I already did. Because it wasn't enough. So it's a good thing I was supposed to have been born at the beginning of July, but thankfully I wasn't. Because I wouldn't have wanted my birthday around the time my dad had passed away, And it'll be 53 years next month. So I already got my birthday plans plotted out. Yeah, he was amazing. Jim Croce was. I like that song, Bad, Bad Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. And Time in a Bottle is a beautiful song. And Operator. And I've Got a Name. Oh, he was an amazing songwriter and singer-songwriter, guitar player. Yeah, that's true. Organic tomatoes. Speaking of tomatoes, I got one that's not too big. It's about half the size of even smaller than my fist. It's about the size of almost the size of like one of those mandarin oranges. And I'm waiting for it to get bigger and to get red, but it's green, a small green tomato. But in the past, I've had fried green tomatoes, and they taste good. That was a good movie, too. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Yeah, too many musicians, amazing musicians are gone too soon. Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, like the ones that were killed back in 1959, Richie Valens, the Big Bopper, and Buddy Holly. Hey, Bob Barker. Yeah, unless otherwise noted, if I'm not going to stream, I'll post it. Like next Saturday, I was just saying before, depending on the weather, next Saturday I want to have a tag sale if it's not too hot or if it's not raining. I really don't have much in the way of tables to put merchandise, stuff that I want to sell on. I thought this one would grow bigger because of the heat we had the past few days before, like for almost a week we had 90 plus, it felt like 100 something degrees out from like last Friday to Wednesday, but Thursday, yesterday, and today are nicer. Save on the electric bill because I don't need my AC on when it's cooler like this. I've been picking a lot of beans though, a lot of green beans and wax beans. In fact, a couple of my friends I gave a nice little batch of beans to because I was eating them. I eat them raw. I don't bother cooking them. I just munch on them like they are. And I still got more. I'll probably, after I live stream, I'm going to have to go pick more beans because there's probably ones. Sometimes I find ones that are several inches long I overlooked. It's like, oh crap, sorry about that bean. But one thing, when I pluck the beans off, the plants don't scream. Gotta pick me some more beans later. I know you can freeze them, but I like to eat them fresh, while they're nice and fresh. And I don't mind sharing with some people because one of my friends, Sandra, she likes fresh green beans, and then the other friend I gave some to, she's been very helpful lately, getting stuff from the store when I need it because I don't have a car. Can't always get to the store, especially when it was hot. I did not go anywhere. I stayed at home. I hibernated. Summer hibernation. I'm hoping though I get some tomatoes from those plants. I got them from Home Depot here nearby, but I'd gotten the other ones a few years ago that were really got a lot of nice tomatoes from another store. But I think these ones are duds because there's only one tomato, but both of them have the little yellow flowers, so it makes me think that I'm going to be getting a lot of tomatoes, but I don't know. We shall see. Because I like to have nice, nothing like a fresh garden tomato, because the ones you get in the store don't always taste like a tomato. And today it's overcast. I don't know if we're supposed to get rain or not. I think we are. Because I thought about having my tag sale today, but when I checked the weather, it showed rain, possible chance of rain. You know what? Oh, they were beefsteak tomatoes. The ones I got from Home Depot. Home Depot. And I'd gotten that same variety before, and I got a lot of nice ones, but I don't know. I'm very doubtful. But the plants may surprise me. And I tried to, sucker them to take off the little branches that don't have any flowers on them so that, the nutrition in the soil or whatever they draw up can go to where the little branches where the tomatoes would grow. Oh, I see VPM is live now too. I was on her stream yesterday morning. Well, it was morning here. Well, that's bound to happen, you know, when like I'm live streaming, that there's going to be other people streaming too. But that's all good, you know. Especially the ones that are doing outreach like Chip does. That's very important. I'm here trying to educate people that are vegan curious if possible. See, I'm matching my tumbler with my bandana. Oh, let's see. What shall we talk? I wonder if Martin's on Chip's stream. Because I'll probably inevitably talk about food torture. I don't know how long I'm going to stream today. I do have my fan on upstairs here, but it's only just to keep it cool. I mean, it's not hot out. But I will need to water my plants just in case it doesn't rain, because you never know with the weather. It's crazy. Well, thank you, Veganic Tomato. Yes, I try to be coordinated sometimes. I could hide behind. It'd be like, oh, where'd Cathy go? Where'd she go? Hee I don't know what to talk about. Sometimes I just like wing it here, talk about whatever. I already mentioned about I got my birthday plans all mapped out already, way ahead of time, but I figure why not? I don't need anything from anybody. I just want to. I figure the first thing I'm gonna do after breakfast, after I shower and dress and everything, all that other stuff, I want to go to my favorite thrift store, because my birthday falls on a Tuesday, and Tuesday is senior discount. So I just want to go there, look around for a bit, see what they got. If there's anything, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't know, depends on what they have. And then I'm gonna hop on the bus, Gus, and go to that Kickstart Cafe where they have vegan options and have lunch there. And then I'm probably gonna, after that, catch the next bus to go down to downtown New Haven, and catch another bus to go to the Yale Peabody Museum of Natural History. Those are my plans. Hopefully nothing will happen. I hope the weather will be good, not too hot. I hope it doesn't rain. But even if it rains, I'm still going to do it anyway. I don't care. It's only water. I'll bring an umbrella. I have 3 of them. 2 of them are the smaller ones that you can carry easily in a tote bag. The other one's my penguin umbrella. But still over a month away before the 29th of July. So I don't know if this is going to be a long stream or a short stream. Who knows? Although it would be fun if trolls did pop up, so we can, have some fun with trolls. Nothing like the smell of roasted trolls in the morning. Oh, when I go shopping on the 1st. Yeah, midstream. When I go shopping on the 1st of the month, I want to get a vegan pizza to have for supper on my birthday. So I just have to turn on the oven and pop it in the oven. and get some non-dairy ice cream for dessert. Or maybe a diet cheesecake. I might get me one of those because I know where they got some. I might buy one of those and put it in the freezer. Oh. Oh, baby tomato plants. Oh. Oh, how cute. Little baby tomato plants. Well, maybe they will eventually produce, I'm giving mine a chance. If they don't produce tomatoes, then, well, oh well. Yeah, roasted trolls in the morning. Yeah. Hi, Vegan Winter. Welcome to the chat. Glad to see you. Oh, my voice is going. It gets like froggy or something sometimes. Like I gotta keep clearing it. I'm like, I guess it's the result of going to these protests and chanting things. Well, Thursday, yesterday, and today have been cooler, much, much cooler. In fact, I don't even need my air conditioning on the past 3 days, including today. And I stayed home for almost a week because it was too friggin' hot out. Because it may have been 90 or it was like in the 90s and in the low hundreds, but it felt like in the upper hundreds, like almost bordering on 115 or 16 one day. But I love this kind of weather where you don't have to have the AC on. I got my fan going right now, but I'll probably shut it off in a little bit. And I like this kind of weather. Because like I was saying, I've been hibernating. First time I went out was Thursday in almost a week to go anywhere because I did not feel like... I told a couple of people I was afraid to go out because I figured I might melt on the sidewalk and somebody would have to come along and scrape me up with a spatula like a human pancake. And I don't want to melt. And the only ice I like is in my freezer. Blah. Oh, somebody sent me a thing about a post somebody did about ICE, the Gestapo saying people need to stop calling to report someone named Anne Frank. Oh, that's funny in a way. It wasn't funny what happened to her, but it's funny that people were doing that, clogging up their phone lines. That's what it is. Clogging up their phone lines to say, oh, they know the whereabouts of Anne Frank or something like that. That was hysterical. I hope a lot of people do that so that others can't call in, try to turn in their neighbors and whatnot. Like the thing I posted the other day about the book ban in Tennessee. That's crazy because it's a red state and they think they can get away with this shit because of Hitler being in office and all his Gestapo and his everybody. They want to ban books about the Holocaust, about gender identity, about even books about the complete book of dogs, the complete book of cats. It's friggin' ridiculous. They're trying to take away freedom of speech. And it's, banning books in schools because they don't want kids to learn the truth about, like, the Holocaust and other things. Oh, wow. Vegan winter. Yeah. Too hot outside for anybody. That's why I stayed. And then even at night, I waited till like it was 9 o'clock or more before I came upstairs because, as you know, heat rises. And even though I left my window fan going all the time up here, those days when it was 100 something degrees out, whatever, it was still hot up here. So when I finally did come upstairs to go to bed, I have this good size like ice pack. It's like a gel pack. And I wrap it in a towel, a small towel, and I put it on the back of my neck when I lay down to go to sleep, and it helps. Because eventually the room did cool off like early in the morning, with the wee hours in the morning. It would get cooler. But that's why I wished I could save this kind of weather we got today. Excuse me. I get this cough sometimes. It's not because I'm sick. I have postnasal drip. Plus, talking too much, I think, causes it. I have to wet my whistle. I do want to get that Outlander shirt I saw on Etsy. Send away for it, because it's not that much when I have the money. Yeah, I don't know what the heck, they're banning them from the schools, and that's crazy. What's wrong with kids learning about cats and dogs? What's wrong with kids learning about the Holocaust and about gender identity? They even banned from schools Hidden Figures about the black women that worked for NASA back in the 60s. They made a movie about it, too. The movie was excellent. It's ridiculous, the stuff they're banning, because from that video I posted when they were talking about it, they're not even actually reading the books to find out the context of why they're banning them, which no book should be banned anyway. But it's because of some group called Moms of Liberty or Mothers of Liberty or some crap name. And that's ironic because they want to take away kids' rights to learn about history, to learn about different things. And there's nothing wrong with them learning about the Holocaust or any other thing. It's stupid. It's like, because of sexual content or whatever, but they don't bother to actually read the books to find out the context of the content and whatnot. I don't know. These idiots that are, like that are doing that crap because of Schindler. They figured they can get away with doing stuff like that. And it's only been a little over 5 months since asshole took office, the orange clown. And just so many things make me want. I slap my forehead so much. Exactly, organic tomato. It's ridiculous to ban any kind of books from the schools. Kids have a right to know stuff. History, especially history. And they should be able to read whatever they want, as long as it's age appropriate. Oh, that's good, vegan winter. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because I hate it when people try to whitewash history and rewrite things to make, themselves look better, or Like with the treatment of the Native American people here, too. It was awful. And the Irish, no Irish need apply back in the late 19th, early 20th century. Let's see. So far, no trolls. Oh yeah, but people need to learn what happened, like with the Holocaust, like with Schindler's List is a very powerful movie and stuff. People need to see what happens, even because they weren't. Most of the reenactments are stuff that happened when we weren't even when we weren't even alive yet. A lot of people weren't alive, and they need to see what happened. It's important. Exactly, Vegan Winter. Yeah, that's why it's good to learn when you're older about stuff like the Holocaust. Hey, MZR. 280 a month is plenty of money for a homeless person with no fridge. Oh boy. Do you have a cooler? Like one of those, like Coleman coolers or something? Exactly, veganic tomato, yeah. I call it the Gulf of Mexico. Oh boy. M0, that's too bad they're getting butt hurt. What? Oh jeez. Yeah, exactly. 'Cause it's funny how they charge money for a bag of, frozen water. Oh, I like tofurkey deli slices. That sounds like a very good sandwich. And where's Martin talking about food? Yeah, they shouldn't really charge money for frozen water. Ice, that kind of ice should be free. I don't have any tofurkey deli slices. I gotta get some when I go shopping. Oh, geez, that's a shame, MZR. Why they got rid of it? They should leave it there for people that need water because it's important, especially when it's freaking hot. Oh, killdeer. They're cute. Well, all birds. I like all birds. All animals. Excuse me. My voice gets funny on me sometimes. I wish it would stop it. It's annoying. I gotta keep clearing my throat every now and then. It's so annoying. Oh, jeez. That's crazy, MZR. Get just because you stole some water. Oh boy. Boy. Especially when it's hot. Really, especially in the summer, places should give water for free to people, especially homeless people. They should, just be able to get a bottle of water for free, for fuck's sake. Well, they damn well should have been ashamed, MZR. Oh, that sounds interesting, Veganic Tomato. I don't know if we have that brand around here. I know there's a brand called Field Roast. I want to try. They have in a different store that I was in recently. I saw it, but I didn't have enough money. But when on the next week, I'll get some. It's smoked tomato deli slices. Oh my God, that is so ridiculous, MZR. They shouldn't do that to homeless people. You know, stupid cops. There should be places that give out water for free. You know, and like stores with produce that may, you know, like even if an apple has a little bruise on it or something, they should give that stuff away free to people, homeless people. So at least they can have some water and maybe some fruit, even though it's might be a little bruised or something, you know? Yeah, exactly. That's crazy, MZR. That is some fucked up crap, you know? Because I don't, you know, it just reminds me, because many years ago I read the book Les Miserables, and because the one character stole a loaf of bread, I mean, if people steal food that need it, they should just let it slide, in my opinion. There should be, you know, places that would, you know, like not just the food trucks, but all the time. There should be places like, you know, a cooling station in the hot weather for homeless people to go to for at least a few hours and have free water and maybe some kind of fruit or something. Or even just like peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to give out. Hi, Aubrey. Are you over 18? Oh, geez, I'm sorry, that's crazy. You're not a pervert, and you're looking out for the kids' safety because they should be wearing helmets. Because God forbid they have an accident, they protect their little noggins. Oh, yeah, the bug zappers. That's what I call those, the bug zappers. Damn tasers. That's funny, Veganic Tomato. Exactly, MZR. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but I asked Aubrey if they're over 18. I'm waiting to hear an answer. Yeah, I read the book. It was like I think it was over 1,100 pages. It took me a while to read it. By Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo. I think I still have the soundtrack to the musical. Les Mis. Les Miserables. I mean, I took French for a year when I was in junior high. So I was either 12, 13. I forgot whether it was 7th or 8th grade. I took a year of French. I know a few words. I remember, like, chat is cat and Shane is dog. Fromage is cheese, but I would have to have plant-based fromage. And I know lapin is rabbit. And parlez-vous français? Oh, MZR, that's cool. First French bread. Yeah, because I took French because both of my older brothers had gone to the same junior high, and my oldest brother George took German, and my other brother Harold took Spanish. So I wanted to be different. That's when I got there. I took French. Oh, yeah. I don't blame you. I'd rather be in Canada too, but can't afford to move. That's why I have to laugh when people sometimes they tell people, like with the current situation here, why don't if you don't like it, why don't you move? Well, not everybody can fucking afford to move, dumbass. I know. We not all of us are that rich that we can afford to pack up and move. For one thing, I don't even have a friggin' car. I only have a driver's ID, a non-driver's ID, excuse me. And that's a good one. Donald Dodge from Accountability. Trump. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was thinking that ABBA song, "Money, Money, Money," must be funny in a rich man's world. I should post that song on my channel after. Because I can't even save money because most of my check goes for the rent, and then I need to pay my electric bill. My phone isn't that much, and then there's other incidentals that I cannot get with my Snap card because that's only for food. Oh, frozen peas, yeah. I think I have peas and carrots in my freezer. I have some frozen veggies. I have some other stuff. I have a couple of Gardein burgers left. I might eat one for lunch later. Hi, Mopor. Oh, yeah, I always drink enough. Oh, oh boy. Hi, Anais. Is that, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Anais? Because I know there was a writer years ago. Anais Nin. Hey, Mopor. Good to see you again here. I always stay hydrated, especially when it was really, really hot. I was drinking so much water, and you know the consequences when you drink a lot, where you have to go. Ha ha. Yeah, that's what he's good at, being taking bribes. Um, our governor is Ned Lamont here. Um, I saw a short on YouTube with her she's the Representative Rosa DeLauro from New Haven. I've met her a couple times. I like her. Sometimes it looks like it has electric blue in it, and then sometimes it looks reddish. I met her a couple times when I was phone banking for local people here. Oh, thank you, Anais. Anais. Are you are you vegan? And are you over 18? Because I post this is not for kids, and a few times I've had someone that was well under 18 here, and I don't want to have to, censor what I say. I don't want to get into trouble, potential trouble, you know? Yeah, that's why, Mopor, you needn't worry about that, because I stayed home when it was very, very hot, like 100 something degrees, 90 to 100 whatever degrees out. I stayed inside where the AC was on. I was one cool cucumber. I stayed cool as a cucumber during that heat wave we had. It's going to warm up again, but I think it's only going to be in the mid to upper 80s, but yikes. I just, I'm prepared. Namaste. I have a shirt that says Namaste home with my cat. I like funny shirts. And there goes my voice again. Oh, God, it keeps... Oh, boy. But, well, thank you, Moport. Yeah. Because when it's the only time I went outside during that heat wave was to water my garden. I did that earlier in the morning and then later when the sun kind of went down. Because the garden is at the back of the house, where when the sun comes up in the back, that's the east, where I live. So I go out before it gets too high, give them a good soaking, and then do it again when the sun passes over to go down to the west. And that's why my room gets hotter at a certain time of afternoon and evening, because 2 of my windows in my bedroom face to the west. And even though I have my window fan going, it still gets hot up here. So, and I have an ice pack. It's like a gel pack that I wrap in a towel, and I would bring it up and put it on the back of my neck when I lay down, and that helped keep me cool at night. Oh yeah, Mopor. Yeah, they survived. I've been picking a lot of beans. I think the heat made it grow more too, because I've picked so many beans. I mentioned earlier in my stream that, in fact, I gave a couple of batches of beans to a couple of friends of mine because I was eating some. I gotta go pick more after I get through the stream too. Organic tomato, yeah. I had one that said reality called, but I hung up. I don't think I still have that because I was like purging my clothes to get rid of stuff because I have too many clothes. It's like, and it doesn't look like I make a dent. I don't know why the hell I bought, I see shirts and things I like. I gotta get that. But there's some I'm not getting rid of, like my animal rights shirts, my Star Wars collection of shirts, ones that have different musical bands on them and whatnot. And there's certain ones I'm not getting rid of. But I need to go through and purge my closets again. But yeah, I'm gonna. Oh crap! My voice. I gotta wet the old whistle again. That's cute, Mopor. Yeah, they're wax beans and green beans. They're just the same. They taste the same. It's just different colors, but it makes it nice if I put them in a salad. Adds a little extra. I eat them raw. I don't bother cooking them because it keeps all the nutrients in. I just take off the little ends and munch away. And I have one tomato that is struggling to grow. I guess it'll get bigger eventually, but who knows? I wish I could send you that shirt, Veganic Tomato, because I still have that here. I wish I could send it to you. Another one says, I'm feline, fine, right, meow. I think that's what it says, something like that. I tried growing cilantro, but I don't know, it didn't really... The radishes pooped out on me too. I just pulled them out because they were little skinny, tiny, little straggly things. They weren't going to get any bigger. I don't know. I'm going to stick with beans, hopefully tomatoes, and couple times I had snap peas. I had quite a lot of snap peas in the past. I like going out and picking stuff, even though my back hurts when I bend over to pick things because I'm getting old. My plan, like I mentioned about going to the Yale Peabody Museum of Natural History, and how my favorite exhibit when I went with my dad many, many, many years ago is the dinosaurs. I'm going to take pictures when I go. and I'll post some. And I'll post some of some dinosaur bones or skeletons, you know. And I'm going to say something funny like, and no, I'm not that old. No, I did not have any dinosaurs as companion. Oh, yeah, probably. If you get a tomato, the damn tariffs, yeah. And I think I mentioned once before, my actual last name isn't Skywalker. But I've been there since the beginning of the very first movie when it came out in 1977. And someone I knew once told me I deserve the name Skywalker more than Rey does, a reference to the sequels. I still miss it. I wonder, I hope he's okay, that person. Because he disappeared going on 2 years ago. Got rid of all his channel stuff, all the comments. The only thing that he couldn't get rid of was when he was on another mutual friend's channel. Can't get rid of that. Oh yeah, you know, I forgot about that. Vegan winter. Next year, I'm going to try radishes again. Because I have these 3 red bins that were supposedly for recycling. But I bring my empties to the various stores to redeem them, and then I use the money either towards what I buy in the grocery store or just keep it. But I like radishes. I also like the daikon, the white ones. You know what? I gotta see if the store has any of those because I want to get one for a salad. Because I have lettuce, I have cucumber, I have some little tomatoes left for salad. But I need to get more salad fixins. You know, more lettuce, more, another cucumber, some more little tomatoes, and some black olives, and some of my vegan feta cheese to put in it. Or else the vegan parm that I can grate into my salad. Where's Martin? I'm talking about food. Yo, Martin. Food Torture Club. Woo. Oh, jeez. That's true, veganic tomato. Yeah. But you know what? I got cans of beans in my cabinet. I like all kinds of beans. There's that other little poem. Beans, beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. Or there's another one. Beans, beans, the more you... Beans, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Because as I always say, we all have our own party horn in our butts. Oh, that's good, vegan winter. That's good that you ate fresh. I prefer fresh. I like fresh, frozen, or canned in that order. Because sometimes, it's good to have non-perishable canned goods in your cabinets. Especially with the way it is around now. Because who knows when they're going to be cutting food SNAP benefits on people. So I got cans of beans, I got chickpeas in my cabinet, I got other canned veggies in my cabinet in case, it's backup. But when I go shopping, I want to get some more fresh fruit and fresh veggies. I want to get some watermelon, I want to get grapes, I want to get like a couple of peaches, a couple of plums, more bananas, maybe some blueberries or some kind of berries to have. Yeah, I don't have one of those food dehydrators. I sometimes, once in a while, I get the dried apricots. And I like figs and dates. Like I joke around, those are the only dates I have are the ones you eat. And no, I'm not a cannibal. Oh my goodness, I haven't. It's funny talking about dates. I mean, the kind that you go out on with people, but the last time I went on I guess you could call it a date, but it was purely platonic, was with a very much younger friend of mine. He had arranged to go to this cat cafe in New Haven. That was last September, and that was fun. A lot of cats in there. They have all different like things for them to climb up on, different places to sleep, and they even had a TV going with a video of birds and squirrels and whatnot for them to watch. And that was fun. It was his treat because you have to make reservations for that. But that was, if you could call it that was a totally platonic date because he's a good friend. He's the one that, because of him, I was able to see Stevie Nicks for free that year, 1 year. In Bridgeport at the First Sound on the Sound Music Festival, and that was great. And to this day, I'm still like gobsmacked that I got to see Stevie Nicks because I've been a huge Fleetwood Mac fan for many, 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 many years since high school. And I love their music. I love her music. I loved all of, all three singer-songwriters, Stevie and Christine and Lindsay. They all did, different styles of writing and whatnot, but they're all fantastic, and they're one of my favorites. And Stevie's been a long time favorite of mine. My sister, the moon, the poet in my heart, our white-winged dove. And she's 77. Yeah, she's 77. She turned last month. And she's going to be coming to Hartford in October. But I don't know how much the tickets are because when I saw her the first time. But, the way I look at it is I already have seen her once, and that was fine. If that's the only time I ever see Stevie Nicks in my life, I'm happy with that. Because I can't get to Hartford. I'd have to go with somebody else or rent an Uber, and I don't want to do that, and I don't know how much the tickets are and all that crap, I got to see her once in my life, so that's great. I'm happy. Yeah, that's a great song, Say You Love Me. Christine, may she rest in peace. She was excellent singer-songwriter, too. And even though Lindsay was an asshole to Stevie, like there's one time years ago he tried choking her and stuff, but it still doesn't make... I admire Lindsay for his songwriting and singing abilities. As far as who he is as a person is questionable. I mean, nobody is perfect. Well, Christine, her maiden name was perfect until she married John McVie. So she was perfect. Because I used to have a bunch of albums of Fleetwood Mac before, even before Christine joined, way before Stevie and Lindsay joined, because they started out as a British blues band. Yeah. Like with Peter Green, Jeremy Spencer, and of course Mick Fleetwood and John McVie. Oh, that's interesting, Vegan Winter. But I just love all kinds of music, though. Like I posted yesterday, that group Loverboy from Canada, I always enjoyed their music. In fact, back in the mid to late 80s, I wrote a fan letter to them. And that's how I got to have a pen pal back then. His name was Mark, and he worked in their office and found my letter because I guess they just didn't bother reading their fan mail. And for some reason, he picked my letter out and started writing to me, and it was fun. I think he was from, I don't know where he lives now, but he was from Vancouver. No, when he first started writing to me, he lived in Delta, British Columbia. Oh, I didn't play any instruments in school. Vegan Winter. That was just being funny, Veganic Tomato, because of watching Outlander. I was being funny, adding MacSkywalker, so it sounded Scottish. I'm such a Sassenach. The only time I played a musical instrument was in grammar school when in music class we played a recorder. Everybody played a recorder. Yeah, that's a good one, Vegan Winter. And we used to sing because that was like late 60s, so we would sing Beatles songs. And one of the songs I remember we sang was One Tin Soldier. I always liked the lyrics to that one. You know, go ahead and hate your neighbor, go ahead and hate your friend. I forgot how do the name of something, it'll be justified in the end. On the bloody morning after, one tin soldier rides away. They used that in the Billy Jack movie way back when. Anybody remember those Billy Jack movies with Tom Laughlin? And they used that song, One Tin Soldier. I used to sing it as a kid, as a youngling. Along with everybody else's voices. Now, forget about, I can't carry a tune. Even with a fleet of U-Haul trucks. That's a joke I always make about that. I wished I could sing. I mean, I sing sometimes in my own house here where nobody else can hear me. Yeah, those were good movies. Those Billy Jack movies. I like that shirt. I want to get Outlander shirt. It has part of the Skyboat song. Oh, sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Oh, say, could that lass be I? That's what it says on the shirt. I want to get that as a birthday present for myself. Last year, I bought myself the complete series of Buffy the Vampire Slayer as my birthday. Hey, Martin! You showed up. Hey, we were talking about food before, talking about gardens and vegetables. Yeah. Food torture. And I was saying, Martin, next week I might not do a stream because I want to have a tag sale. I joke around, say, when I go by people that have a yard sale, garage sale, I said, I don't want to buy a garage. I don't have any room for one. Or I have my own yard here. I don't need another yard. But I want to, there's some books and some DVDs and some other miscellaneous items that I want to sell, make some extra money. Oh, that's good, Martin. I'm glad he had a break from the trolls, pretty much. That's good. Count Chipula. You know, because he's from Romania, and the way Sky says he sounds like Dracula or something. So let's call him Count Chipula. Yeah, it depends on the weather, Martin. If it's too hot or if it's going to rain, I won't do it because I have intentions of, like, the books and DVDs I want to sell. I was going to put them on the cellar door, so it has to be dry to do that because I don't have any folding tables to put out, my stuff out on. I just have other, make do with what I have. Unless I can borrow a folding table from somebody, like one of my neighbors, so I can put stuff out. But I gotta finish going through the books I want to get rid of. I figured what I was gonna do is, like with the books, hardcovers, I figured I'd sell them for $2 each. Paperbacks would be 50 cents each, but 3 for $1 if people wanted to get 3. And then there's this radiator style heater somebody gave me I don't want because I already have heaters, and there might be issues with that, with the plugging it in, because it might pop a fuse or something, and I can't go down in the cellar. Anyway, that's besides the point, but I want to sell it for maybe $20. Make a little extra cash. Especially because I want to, have enough money to enjoy my birthday. Have lunch out, go to the Peabody Museum. So I try to have, each month I try to have a cash stash, I call it. I try to squirrel away some money, like a 20 or something or whatever. And because I gotta save up for, I know it's summer, but I gotta think ahead to winter. And if team where I get heating assistance from, if their budget's gonna be fucked up or not this year again. And I'm gonna need to use my renter's rebate for an oil delivery, because I get somewhere like $600 and something usually for my renter's rebate every year. So this year I got to use all that for an oil delivery, because they base it on what you get a month plus what you pay for rent and your electric bill. So that's why I have to call the electric company to get like the overall thing for the past year, so I have it ready for when they do the renter's rebate. So that's why I said that probably it depends on the weather if I stream next week. Sometimes you need to take a break too from it, because I don't know. I mean, it would be fun to have a troll or two come in here so we can have fun with them, Like I made a comment before, nothing like the smell of roasted troll in the morning. Like I say, if it's, I gotta check the weather, because the weather always changes, See, maybe next Saturday might be a good day to do it, like between 10 and 2. And I gotta I gotta make some signs. Because I could write up a sign about a tag sale, the hours, the location, and I'll just put like books, DVDs, and other miscellaneous items on it. Go to the library, make some copies, like a half a dozen copies, and put one on the front of the house here so people that get off the bus can see it. Because there's a bus stop right outside the house where I live. Yep. Apocalypse Troll. Yeah, the movie. Yeah, that's funny, Martin. And I figured put one at the convenience store across the street, and then one on a pole, on a telephone pole down the street. And put a few different places so people will know. And see what happens. I have a bunch of. I was going through my miscellaneous things and get rid of some stuff. Oh. I left that one comment up on one of my posts about some fool saying that I'm being a lazy vegan for using AI in all my posts, and I don't use AI in all my posts. What a dumbass. Oh, that's nice. That's nice vegan winter. Nice thing to say. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know. Like I was saying, after I get through here, I gotta go outside and water my garden, pick some beans. Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about here. Talking about music before, like Stevie Nicks and um. I don't know. Kind of run out of things to say sometimes, you know. With all VFFs in the chat, it's fun. But I hope to educate people, any non-vegans that are vegan curious. I tried going down to the green yesterday to see if anybody was down there, but there was a young couple and I stopped to talk to them. Asked them if they knew what veganism was, and they didn't. And they asked them if they wanted some free literature, and they said no, politely, and then they walked away. Oh well. I figured because it was nicer out there, might be more people going to the green to hang out, but no. But I'm not going to give up. Gotta keep not turning my back on the animals. And one of my friends that I thought I was convincing, I kept talking about different things, you know, what happens to the animals and the animal ag. And I mentioned about I'm not going to give up because, you know, people don't seem to listen. And I specifically was, in a way, hoping she actually listened to what I said. Because she listens to what I say, but I don't think it sinks in because she did say to me yesterday, well, people can eat whatever they want. I said, no, personal choice ends when there's victims. I've said that to people repeatedly, and that doesn't sink in. They don't give a fuck, basically. They say, oh, they listen to me and say, oh, that's too bad, or that's horrible, or whatever, you know, but they don't really listen. They hear it, but they don't listen. There's a difference between hearing something and actually listening to what's being said. And these two people I showed that Glass Walls DVD to back in January. That's why I didn't bother doing anything more at the library, because only 2 people showed up that time. I figured it might be better to do a person, you know, like outreach on my own, you know, go out. Because I just have a feeling that not many people would show up for the talk. Exactly. Some people don't want to be educated. Veganic tomato. Yeah. Yeah, roasted trolls are good with a nice Chianti and a side of fava beans. Yeah, exactly, Martin. They just, you know, they just listen and give the platitudes of, oh, that's horrible, that's awful, blah, blah. But it doesn't matter. They still continue. Like that one particular friend a while back, she said whenever she eats meat, it hurts her stomach. Hi, PJ. Welcome to my stream. But yesterday she told me stuff she bought. She usually eats mostly like fruits and vegetables and rice and cereal and like bagels and stuff like that. But then she does mention she bought pudding yesterday because she has issues getting food because she lives in her van, basically. But then she said someone had taken her out, and they stopped at this pizza place. She had a cheese pizza. So it's like it didn't even matter what I tell her about dairy, how it involves rape and murder and everything. Oh, PJ, I'm keeping cool. It's been cool. Thursday, yesterday, and today has been nice here. The heat wave broke, but it's going to get warm up again like tomorrow or Monday, and it's going to be in the 80s, but hopefully it doesn't get too hot because I can't stand the heat. How are you doing, PJ? How's the weather where everybody is? I don't know Celsius. I only know Fahrenheit. Oh. I don't know what 21 degrees Celsius is in terms of Fahrenheit. I hibernate when it's too hot out. Oh. Well, that's not too bad. Better than 90 and 100 plus degrees. I'd rather have it 70. I like your last Martin original Martin with the fishies. I wished I had a pool to go into when it was cold, when it was hot rather. I would stay in that pool until I turned into a human race and get all wrinkled from being in the water. I wouldn't mind being an otter or a seal. Just float, have one of those floaty things, because I don't know how to swim. Never learned. I should, but it's like I've never been on a boat. I don't intend on going on any boats. It would be nice though to be in a pool. Yeah, that looks beautiful. I wouldn't mind dipping my toes in the water. Not just my toes, but everything but my head. I need one of those round, like, inflatable donut things that you can float around in the water with. Yeah, otters seem like they're so cute, and they look like they have a lot of fun when they slide down the bank into the water and everything, and just like the sea otters floating on their backs. And I heard that the sea otters hold hands so that they don't float away from each other. Vegan Tomato doing what I otter. Yeah. Yeah, I have... ooh, I don't like 90-degree weather. Yeah, I did, Martin. Yeah, I like to joke around. I have a little plush otter. I say, here, meet my significant otter. Yeah, it's good to see the fish being left alone. Oh, 86 is kind of hot. Ugh. Ugh. I think I might make this a 2-hour stream. Because I want to go pick some beans. I don't know what else I want to do today. I only have like $4 on me, so I can't do too much with that. But that's why I don't need anything from the store. It's just the idea that with the cooler weather, I like to do stuff. Yeah, you think of the UK as not being so hot, you know? I like to go to Scotland and jump in Loch Ness. Be a Sassenach. Yeah, now I'm into season 2. Again, this is only the second time for Outlander. And they're in France. And it was funny when Claire thought Jamie would be upset when he heard that Black Jack Randall was still alive. But he was happy because that meant they couldn't, because he wanted to see him die himself because of what he did to Jamie, that sick son of a bitch. But Tobias Menzies, the one that played both Frank Randall and his ancestor, Black Jack Randall, he's a great actor, being able to play both parts like that, being like, especially when he was playing Blackjack, being so falsely nice sometimes, and then being vicious, like when he punched Claire in the stomach. He just finished the Sassenach show. But yeah, Jamie said that was great news. Yeah, because it's been quite a while since I actually watched. I don't remember what year I first borrowed the DVDs from the library. Yeah, me too. I can't wait. That's why I'm gonna send for that shirt next Thursday when I have the money. That's good, Vegan Winter. Yeah, they should ban. Everywhere should ban hunting, fox hunting, and other forms. I give those hunt saboteurs a lot of credit for doing that, looking out for the foxes, because that's horrible what they do with the poor foxes, end up getting ripped to shreds. All for nothing. It's stupid. Just like bullfighting. Ugh. Oh, I am sitting up here, but I end up sliding down. Gotta get a drink. Bandana matches my tumbler for those that didn't see it before. Yeah, they are. People, and also the ones that do vigils, like Mel and Steve. And Plant Geezer, I saw his video when he went to that halal slaughterhouse. I never heard of Findhorn. Oh, I wish I could travel, but I can't afford it. I can't afford to move. Now I got this thing, I don't know if it's doing it today, but my left, not my knee itself, but the bone right below the knee, that area felt like sometimes when I walk, all of a sudden it feels like my knee is going to give out or something. I don't know what's up with that, but getting old, falling apart. What do you expect? What can you frickin' expect when you get older? No matter how I try, it's creeping up. Get back. Get back. Get back to where you once belonged. Oh, God. Ugh. I don't know if you heard that. Somebody honked their horn outside. I had my window open. Oh, that's cool, vegan winter. Yeah, I don't have a car. I can't go anywhere anyway. Especially with a non-driver's ID. The last time I rented a car was that last stimulus check we got here. Hi, Christian Walter from Germany. Yeah, my maternal grandmother came from Germany. I'm assuming you're over 18 because I posted as not for kids. Because I do not want to get into potential trouble. Christian, are you vegan or vegan curious? Well, you have a nice day too. Yeah, I say because I can't stand the hot weather. It's because of my Northern European ancestry. You know, German, Irish, and English. I guess you can consider Ireland and England and Wales and Scotland Northern European. I don't know. Not technically, not really, but it's not like they're in the Mediterranean like Southern Europe. I think that's why I don't like the heat. In my dreams, I would love to visit Ireland and Scotland and Wales and England, but that's only in my dreams because I could never afford that, and I've never been on an airplane. I'd be afraid to go on one now because of the situation. Especially if you try to get back into the country, they might be a big issue because of Hitler. We need to kick his fat orange ass to the moon or into the nearest black hole. Him and the Gestapo and everybody else. Elon Musk. They all need to go into the nearest black hole. Yeah, too many Shitlers is right. Too many Shitlers spoil the pot or whatever the hell. Excuse my snort. I don't know, after I water my garden and pick some more, well, pick beans first, then water the garden. Have some lunch. Then I don't know what the heck I'm going to do the rest of the day yet. Exactly, like those shitlers, there's shitlers that are banning books in states like Tennessee in schools. But they won't ban the Bible, and the Bible is full of adultery and sodomy and all kinds of nasty stuff. Like, they won't ban that. That beans means Heinz. Yeah, I remember. You ever watch that show Mad Men? They were trying to do a campaign for beans, and there was dancing beans. I think Peggy came up with an idea, but I think it was shot down or something. Oh, then she came up with another idea. Oh, no, it wasn't her. It was Don Draper's second wife, Megan, that came up with the idea, I think it was. Anyway, that's another favorite show of mine, Mad Men. I have one of those Funko Pops of Peggy Olson, played by Elizabeth Moss. She's an amazing actress because I also enjoy her work in The Handmaid's Tale. That's another good show about, dystopian society, which is what we're becoming here. Where, women are considered breeding stock like the handmaids. Hi, Lizzie. Glad you're back. Yeah, that would be a long way away from you, Martin, huh? Thousands of miles. And like I said, I can't afford to travel. Because, no means of, I don't have a car and I can't drive anywhere without a regular license. Can't afford to rent a car. The only place I can travel are by bus around here. That's true, Vegan Winter. No, that's all right because I have to have I take insulin for my diabetes and it has to be kept cold. And plus the fact that I don't trust anybody to take care of Delilah. I'd be worried about her if I ever went anywhere for more than just a few hours. That's too bad, Lizzie, that it's not on Netflix there, because you would love that show. That's type 2, because my dad had it, and he passed it on to my brothers and I. That's too bad, Lizzie. You would love that show, Oh wow, vegan winter. Yeah, cause see, I found out I was diabetic when I was like 21. Before I became vegan and plant-based. Well, ever since I was a little kid, I knew wearing fur was wrong. So that was my start. It was a crazy, twisted journey I took. And I did say the journey word, but I don't have a journey card. I don't have anything. Do I have anything that looks like a journey, like a card? Let me see. No, I don't. Veganic tomato, that's funny. Saskanat. I can't even say it. That's funny. Oh, I did pin your comment, veganic tomato. Oh, that's too bad, Lizzie. I love that show. That's one of my particular special, extra special favorites. And I know, sometimes, and especially in the earlier seasons, Sam Heughan, his in the eyes, the gaze, the way he looked at people, that kind of reminded me of the intensity of Tom Cruise in a way. He's a handsome lad. And so is the one that plays Lord John Grey. He's a good looking guy too. Holy crap. No, I never watched The Last Kingdom. Is that a series? Oh, I remember that. The 9 Lives of Thomasina. Yeah, I saw that as a kid. I think that was one of those Disney movies because we used to have a show called The Wonderful World of Disney. It was on Sunday nights on NBC. Who's in The Last Kingdom? I could always Google it later, but what's it about? The Last Kingdom. Inquiring minds want to know. I think I may have heard of it. No dragons? Oh, darn. Ha! I'm trying to see if I had anything that's card shaped handy here. Nope. Pardon me for disappearing a minute. Oh, it is similar to Vikings? Oh, that was a really good show, too. A bit Viking-y. Damn it, I don't have anything card-shaped. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll have to check out The Last Kingdom. Hold on a moment. Let's see, where... Trying to do something here. Hold on. Okay. I'm improvising here because I said journey. Oh shoot, I made the J the right way, but it should have been the wrong way. Hold on. Crap on a cracker. Did it the wrong way. Should have been this way. There. Now I rectified the situation. Oh crap, it's not gonna stay. Closest thing to a card. There. There you go. It's getting in my eye. Hold on. Well, that's not going to work either. Every time I think of Vikings and Valhalla, I think of that immigrant song by Led Zeppelin. I'm not going to try to imitate Robert Plant either. Forget about that. There. There you go. I had to figure out how to write Journey backwards so it came, the right way on here. Oh, man. I've only ever gone to Maine here. Yeah, the J word. Journey, 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 journey. Yeah, I've never been further north than Maine to visit relatives in the past. And I've never been west or south. I did go to Rhode Island one time with my mom and my sister-in-law to visit a Native American place there. And it was near the beach. That was a long time ago. Sometimes I wish I had a friggin' car. I could afford it, but I can't. Oh, I have a dragon egg. I got this, I don't know, a few years ago. It's supposed to be Drogon's egg. There's parts in there rattling around. That's the only egg I have in my house. Besides, I might, get eggplants from my friend's garden when they get, when they're grown. Need another drink. Because that egg came with a little mini Drogon. But I never did finish putting them together. He's supposed to be Drogon, I think. He doesn't have his wings yet. They're in that egg. Oh, wow, I've been here 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know when maybe I'll go another half hour here and then end it. Trying to think of what else funny I could do. I like historical stuff too. That's one thing I love about Outlander, because it has history and there's the element of time travel and the amazing love story between Claire and Jamie. I'm combining their names, Clammy. That's what I'm going to call them from now on, Clammy. I have a furry family member, Delilah. I don't use the term pet. She's I don't know where she is now, but I don't talk about her because I got shit in the past from certain people. Long story. So I don't like people that bully others like that. Like I got bullied back last year sometime. Martin knows all about that. And speaking of bullying, that's horrible what happened to Michaela Raines, because people were not just online, but people in real life that she knew were harassing and bullying her to the point where she took her own life. And you can't blame her. That's not being weak. It's just that it got too much for her to deal with. That's why bullies need to stop, because they're really complicit in a way in her death. That's funny, PJ. Jeez. Yeah, bullies are total cowards. That's why I don't countenance them. I don't. Like, I was accused of cyberbullying and harassment a few times. That's why I couldn't comment on other people's channels for like 24 hours. But I never bully anybody. I just tell the truth about like veganism and stuff, what happens to the poor animals. And people that bully others like that, for whatever reason, even if it's just like a small amount like I got last year, or a huge amount that poor Michaela got, she got, shit from other people in the rescue community, from what I read. And I saw the video where her husband was reading the statement he wrote, and he was breaking down and crying. Because those people are responsible. Now I read where they're trying to backpedal and play the victim card. So it's wrong, because she rescued her and her husband and other people. They rescued, I don't know how many foxes from fur farms, not just foxes, but minks and other animals that were, in exotic pet situations where they weren't being taken care of or what have you. She saved their lives. A lot of those foxes are alive because they didn't end up as somebody's friggin' fur coat. I like Finnegan. I like it. I like the way when foxes giggle. That sounds like they're giggling when they're happy. And like that video I posted of the jackals, that's how they greet each other in the wild. They, with the tails rumps down, they're like laughing and giggling too. And then they do that. It was cute with the little howling going on with them. It's better for those animals to be in a sanctuary than to be killed for their fur, or being, abused in other situations, like people that don't know how to take care of them properly. I think in one video, Michaela had said that they actually bought a fur farm and saved all the foxes. I don't know how many foxes were on it. I don't know if it was just foxes or others like minks and, rabbits and chinchillas and others. So that's terrible what happened to her. And then there's idiots I was reading some comments, a couple people said, oh, you need a thicker skin when you're on social media. No, it's not that. it wasn't just social media people bullying her, it was people in real life that she knew and thought were friends, from what I've read, you know? And that's just so friggin' messed up. Oh, to get back to food, I might have a Gardein burger for lunch, Martin. And eat the rest of a half of a tomato I got left with it. I'm not going to put it on bread. I'm just going to eat it like it is because it tastes good that way. Sprinkle a little nooch on it. Yeah, that's going to be my lunch. Well, you know what? I may just go to there's another convenience store just about a minute walk from where I live. I like once in a while to get those Portuguese rolls with the little nubs on the end, the little noses, I call them. I might get one of those to put my Gardein burger on. Yeah, I thought it was thunder at first, but it's just Martin's eyes rolling. Yeah, it's like certain people, I mean, like our VFFs are great, and there's certain people that I don't mind, but like I heard somebody say, mostly humanity sucks. Yeah, I like tardigrades. They're so adorable. Water bears or moss piglets, I love those names for them because they're cute. And there'll be more from our little tardigrade friends coming up. Have them do different things. Because they're amazing. I mean, they can live anywhere. They can dehydrate themselves for decades even and then rehydrate. That's incredible. Too bad we couldn't do that. You know? I wouldn't mind being able to do that. Like in the winter, just, hibernate. Yeah, Lizzie, me too. That's one thing I won't do is if anybody, not that I get invited to many barbecues, but if it's not all plant-based, I'm not going. This Sassenach ain't going to any barbecues where they're cooking animal flesh. Hell to the no. So, it's like, people know how I feel, so because I don't want to smell cooking flesh if I can help it, And, I don't either, really, Lizzie. I mean, a while back, I sold a grill that my dumbass ex left behind. He moved to Virginia. Good riddance to bad rubbish, like they say. But he turned out to, I mean, there was signs before, but that relationship just fizzled. It went out with a whimper and not a bang. And I don't care. I'm glad he's gone. Forget about it. But he left stuff behind. I threw some shit out of his. Exactly, Martin. So I sold it to someone I knew from when I was, volunteering campaigning for our local state rep. I sold it to him for $50 because I don't need a grill. It's only just me, and I can do like smart dogs. What I like to do with my smart dogs, I put them in the frying pan with a little vegan butter and just brown them up, and they look like they're grilled. And so I had sold it to him for that, but he said something about because he had bought a house or something, moved, and if there was a barbecue, but no, don't bother inviting me. Because unless it's all totally plant-based stuff being cooked, I don't want to go. That's one way, to avoid it. Have that option of not going. Excuse me. I felt that sneeze coming. I always have a box of tissue handy upstairs and downstairs as well. Because I never know when I'm going to have a sneezing attack. Yeah, it should be legal everywhere. Not that I smoke it, but I smell it around here sometimes. I don't smoke anything. I tried cigarettes once when I was like 18 or 19, but didn't do anything for me, so I said, nah, that's not for me. Nope. Yeah, I don't it's almost as bad at least around here, whatever kind they smoke, it smells almost as bad as skunk. I guess it depends on the variety of pot. I don't know, there must be different kinds. I have no clue. But some of it might smell okay, but this around here it smells like skunk. I'm like, did somebody hit a poor skunk? But no, it's the freaking pot. But regardless of how I feel about it, it should be legal. Let people smoke it if they want to, or use it however, like CDB oil or whatever. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, skunk. I hate it when I actually smell somebody that hit a poor skunk. I mean, most of the time it's an accident because they're nocturnal, and but it's a shame when they hit one. Yeah, because people shouldn't be in jail for pot. That's ridiculous. MZR. Yeah, it's all right. People want to smoke it, fine. However, take it however they want. It should be legal because there's far worse things that people should be in prison for, like Shitler. People like that should be in jail, in prison, not anybody that uses pot or sells pot or anybody that's a quote-unquote illegal, because power to the people, no one is illegal. I know that's fucked up, Martin. Alcohol. That's one thing. I've never been drunk in my life, and a lot of people, drunk drivers, hit people. They kill people. They get in accidents, kill people in their own car, whatever. Yeah, I agree. Alcohol is way worse, and coke is way worse than pot. Pot should be legal. The other drugs like coke and heroin, no, they shouldn't be legal. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, pot should be decriminalized everywhere. Let people grow it and make like the oils and whatever. Because they say CBD oil is supposed to be good for like arthritis. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Lizzie. And like people should not be arrested for helping animals either. It's the animal abusers who belong in fucking prison, not the people that vegans that are trying to speak out for them and help them in whatever way, shape, or form. That's why it's all ass backwards and upside down. We're living in the upside down, like on Stranger Things. They shouldn't treat animal rights activists as criminals. They're trying to help. They're not terrorists. The terrorists are like people, January 6th, those people should have been left in jail, in prison, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, MZR. I hope everything works out okay for you. May the force be with you when you go. Yeah, karma is coming for people like that, like animal abusers. Yeah, I agree, MZR. Because people don't think, oh, I don't kill the animal myself, but yeah, you're paying for them to be killed. I have to laugh at some people say like, oh, some comments I've read different places say, oh, they die of old age. No, they're not even allowed to grow up, really, all those animals. They don't get to die of old age, not in the animal business. Another stupid argument is, oh, there'd be too many of them if we didn't eat them. Well, they don't realize, I try to educate people and say they're forcibly bred into existence only to be killed. If people stop buying their body parts and secretions and chicken periods, then they wouldn't be, in existence. Oh, geez. Yeah. The police don't want to listen anywhere. Oh, wow, that's interesting, Vegan Winter. Yeah, people are complicit in animal torture and murder. No matter if they're the ones actually doing the killing, the truck drivers that drive them to their deaths, and the people that buy the body parts and everything of these animals, they're all complicit. It's just like if somebody is driving a getaway car when a bank is robbed, they're still complicit in that bank robbery. It doesn't matter that they didn't actually go in the bank themselves. They're still complicit because they drove the getaway car. And like I always say, personal choice ends when there's victims, and animals are the victims. Because I hate it when people say, oh, it's a personal choice to eat flesh. No. It's also, with that way of thinking, it's also a personal choice when somebody decides to rape somebody else. That's their personal choice. So does that make that okay for people to go around raping other people? So people go around stealing people's cars, stealing their money, hacking their bank accounts? No, none of that's right. Just like it's not right to rape cows, steal their babies, and steal the milk meant for those babies. I like to say to people that buy dairy products, especially, it's like, one thing you could do is look at them and look at their feet and say, I don't see any hooves. Do you moo? Are you a baby? Are you a calf? Because they're not. We're not baby cows. We're not calves. We're not any other animal whose milk is exploited, like sheep and goats, camels, and there's other, I don't know who else they exploit for their milk, what other species besides bovines and ovines and goats and camels. Buffalo. I'm talking about like water buffaloes, not the American bison. But they're also exploited too, American bison. I think what's his face has a ranch. Ted Turner has a bison ranch. Yeah, I used to tell people, go drink your own mama's milk. Go suck your own mama's titties. You know? Oh, I've heard of Blue Sky. Because it's like, and I feel it breaks your heart to see those little calves stolen, the mothers crying out for them for days afterwards, and the little female calves are just going to be raped like their moms when they're old enough, and the male babies are either shoved into a crate and killed a couple months later for fucking veal, or they're shot right away. Yeah, Lizzie, because that's what we're supposed to drink when we're babies, when we're infants, until we're, weaned like every other mammal. You get off your mother's milk at a certain age. Depends on the species. I know, like, with elephants, the babies nurse for a longer time because elephants are pregnant for 22 months. Holy crap, that's a long time. Oh, God, Martin. You're making me think it's thundering out here when you roll your eyes like that. And I warned you, they might get stuck that way. Your eyes might get stuck. It's like I feel bad for that. Recently I heard, on Sky's show the other morning about that mother that has a 9-week-old baby daughter that she was torn away from her baby and she's still breastfeeding her. It's like, what the hell? I was just thinking of that song by ELO, Mr. Blue Sky. And then there's that song by Journey, Wheel in the Sky. Uh-oh. I said the word again. Oh, crap. I can't. It doesn't want to stay. I should get a smaller thing and write Journey on it. Ack. I'll poke my eye out. Don't want to do that. Don't want to poke my eyeball out. Oh, I don't know. Let's get some eyes in the chat. You know, the big eyeballs. Yeah, but it's downstairs, the tape. I've got masking tape. I've got Scotch tape. I should tape it to my forehead. Yeah, there's the eyes. Holy crap, Lizzie, that's a whole bunch of eyeballs. Broccoli. Happy little trees. I gotta get me some fresh broccoli Tuesday too. To have. I don't want to cook it. I want to eat it raw, dip it in hummus. I gotta get me some more hummus. I still have some avocado hummus, but I gotta get more. I have chocolate hummus, a whole lot of it. That's funny, Lizzie. Yeah, those eyes exist. You get eye-sighted. Forget it. Egg-sighted. I'm thinking about taking an avocado that's ripe and mixing it with some chocolate hummus to make a frozen dessert. Like I did with the banana and chocolate hummus. Because that one brand of non-dairy ice cream is called Cato, and it's made with avocados, and you can't tell. So I'm going to try that. Maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I want to get watermelon. I want to get a variety of fresh fruit when I go shopping, and I don't put them in plastic bags either. I cited. PJ, that's funny. Does your broccoli scream? Do you hear the broccoli screaming, Clarice? Martin, Mr. Morgan is after me. The broccoli likes it when you cut them. What do they say? No, sadomasochistic broccoli. Oh, they like it when you cut them. Ooh, kinky broccoli. Instead of kinky boots, kinky broccoli. Ooh. Yeah, you're making me snort. Laughing and snorting. Snorting and a laughing. If Piers Morgan ever came after me, I'd throw some very ripe, overly ripe avocados at him. Here. Oh. Yeah, that's a good one, PJ. Prick Morgan, yeah. No, this might go past the 2.5 hour mark. Martin, would you time me out too? Oh, no, I'm wheezing. Laughing and wheezing. That would be funny if everybody got timed out, including me. Like that time Navia timed me out for a hot second. That quite a while back. That was funny. Yeah. Time me out. Just kidding. JK. I'm not talking about JK Rowling either. Just kidding. It'd be like the ending of The Sopranos when it faded to total black. You don't know what happened. It'd be like the ending of The Sopranos here if you did that. It'd be like, oh, and they were playing a Journey song in that last episode of The Sopranos. Did somebody say Journey? Upside down Journey. Sideways Journey. I know. I can't help it. I'm crazy. That's how I am. That's how I roll. It's hereditary or genetic or whatever you want to call it. Yep. It's fun being a goofball. You can't be serious all the time. Like that Pink song. Raise your glass. Why so serious? Or like the Joker said that too. What? I think it was Heath Ledger. I love Heath Ledger. I love Heath Ledger's version of the Joker. I cannot talk. My tongue is tripping over my eye teeth, so I can't see what I'm saying. Go ahead, report it. See if I care. Ha ha ha. I'll say it 3 more times. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, this egg reminds me of an avocado. Sometimes I wish I had a small dragon that I could say Dracarys to. Go ahead and report me. I dare you to. Report me. Report me. I'm trying to get this egg open without putting my phone down, but I gotta put it down for a minute. And this is what I was looking for. Eventually I'll put Drogon together the rest of the way, but oh, come on. Okay. Here we go. Here's my little dragon. Dracarys. No, don't aim that at me. Woo. I gotta put his wings on yet. That's supposed to be fire, if you didn't know. He's not eating something. That's fire. Oh. Good question, PJ. I think that's self-tanning. Self-tan. Oh, boy. Yeah, like he's vomiting. He's vomiting fire. He hates Schiller, too. Oh, boy. I'm trying to figure out how to... That's one of his wings. I think technically they're wyverns because dragons, from what I hear from legend, have 4 legs, but the ones in Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon have 2 legs plus their wings. No. I don't like the color orange is supposed to be cheerful, but not when you think of him. Like he's like some orange, giant walking orange turd. He's an orange colored turd. Oh boy. All I had for breakfast was some bran flakes and half a banana. So I'm going to have a Gardein burger for lunch. And later for supper, probably have a salad with something. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, vegan winter. Yeah. Yeah, Martin, yikes. I'm talking about food. Food torture. I have 1 slice of plant-based smoked provolone cheese left. I don't know whether I'm going to put it on my Gardein burger or put it in my salad later. Yeah, exactly, PJ. Yeah, it's always going to be a turd. Even if you dress it up in a suit and tie, it's still a turd. Even if you put it in a ball gown, it's still a turd. If you put it in a leisure suit, it's still a turd. No matter how you dress it up, no matter how you polish it, it's still a turd. Like there was a funny thing about... Oh, there was a funny saying somebody... I forgot. It was on a show. I heard something about try holding a turd by its clean end, and there's no clean end to a turd. No, I wouldn't either. Vegan winter. I think karma's gonna get him because he's unhealthy, he's obese, he's sick, he's got dementia, and who knows what else is wrong with that. He's still a turd. And karma will get him. Oh, that sounds good, Lizzie. I'll be right over. I'll flap my arms or I'll teleport myself. I want some vegan cake. I want to get... hopefully they'll have some kind of vegan dessert at that that Kickstart cafe I go to on my birthday. Because I want to... I already know what I'm going to get there. They use the Just Egg like I use. And I'm going to get that with vegan sausage, either have a sandwich or a wrap, and get home fries, which are designated as vegan as well. Pussy. So I hope they have some kind of vegan dessert. Last time I was there, I had chia pudding. It was pretty good. It had blueberries in it. But I want vegan fucking cake, excuse me. I want a vegan cake. Even if it's a cupcake like last year, I had a vegan cupcake there. I hope they have one this time. Then get a freaking vegan cupcake. Well, my mom made cakes and she made chocolate chip cookies when I was a kid. But I can make the same things now myself, because they have chocolate chips made with rice milk that I get from time to time. That is, if they don't end up in my belly first before they end up in any recipe. No, it's the 29th, Martin. PJ, yeah. 20 dress sizes. He needs a tent. A dress the size of a tent. Imagine him wearing like a ball gown and like a tiara or something. That would be hilarious. Oh, PJ, well, happy early birthday. Yeah, I mean, no place around here really has vegan desserts. Otherwise, I'd gain all that weight back that I lost over the years. Oh, the big 4-0. Yeah, I'm gonna be. If I turn my age, what age I'll be around? I'll be 36. 63. Some people don't believe. Some people thought a few years ago that I was in my 40s. That's because I don't lay out in the sun. I don't drink. I don't smoke, because that smoking regular cigarettes ages you too. Yeah, PJ, yeah, if you turn your age around, you're getting younger, like Benjamin Button. Well, you're 7, Martin. You're only 7. If you turn your age around, you're 7. Oh, 07. Not 007. Yeah, because I think it keeps your skin looking healthier. I think you get that vegan glow. You don't. I mean, sure, I have luggage under my eyes. That's from not getting enough sleep. Yeah, see, Martin, you're only 07 years old. You could be 007. Kevin, Martin Kevin, Agent 007. I'm only going to be 36. Again. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't feel my age sometimes, yet my body begs to differ sometimes. You know. We're young at heart, no matter what our numerical age is. We'll always be young at heart. PJ. I sort of remember when I was 40. Oh, that's cool, Vegan Winter. Yeah. Because when I went to school, I usually wore pants too. Now I like dresses and skirts. Depends on what mood I'm in. Yeah, I remember vaguely when I was at school. I graduated 45 years ago. Um, yeah, June 11th was when I graduated in 1980. So I was still 17. I know time goes by too freaking fast. This year is half over, might as well say. It's like, wait, hold the phone. Ah. Yeah, I don't like him as Bond either. My favorite is Sean Connery. And then Roger Moore is a second fave as far as Bonds go. You know who I thought would make a good James Bond, even though he's not British, but of course he could, learn the accent, was John Hamm from Mad Men. Tall, dark, handsome. I think he would make a good James Bond. Yeah, Sean Connery is the best. He's the Bondiest of the Bonds. He's the Bond goat. I can't do a Sean Connery accent either, impression. Ah. Oh, Sean Connery, Lizzie? That who you're talking about? Yeah, he was good in that movie, The Untouchables, with Kevin Costner, who played Elliot Ness. That was a good movie too. That was pretty brutal. What happened to Sean Connery's character in The Untouchables? It almost ranks right up there with James Caan's character of Sonny Corleone getting made holy at the toll booth. Yeah, recently I rewatched The Godfather. That's a classic. I have a copy. I don't have The Godfather 2 in my collection, but I think at some point I'm going to watch it again. I'm just trying to decide what movie I want to watch on my birthday while I eat my vegan pizza that night. I'm going to get a Dia one. I don't know what kind yet because I've tried the different ones. They're all good. No, he wasn't too bad. Pierce Brosnan was okay. I was trying to think of other people that would make a good Bond. Oh, the one who plays Lord John Grey in Outlander, David Barry, would make a good Bond. Martin. Oh, jeez. He'd have avocados as secret weapons, like an avocado, but it's a hand grenade. Who's Alan Carr? I'm not familiar with that name, PJ. I don't know. I got plenty of movies of my own in my collection to watch one on my birthday. I might rewatch Bohemian Rhapsody for the umpteenth time. I don't know yet. I love Queen. Freddie. Or maybe I'll watch a movie I haven't watched yet. I don't know. Yeah, Beehive. It's funny, that reminds me of the hairstyle back in the early 60s, the Beehive, that were mile-high hair that girls and women used to wear. Like the Supremes. And then much, much later, Amy Winehouse, she had that Beehive going. That was cool. Oh, okay, I'll have to look them up. Lizzie, mine's July 29th. I am a Leo, so I'm a vegan lioness. Yeah, oh yeah, the B-52s with the beehives, the Ronettes. It was just like like when you watch movies that were either made in the early 60s or set in that time period. It's funny, I love the hairstyles. I don't have enough hair to do that. I would need a wig. I need to get a beehive wig. Rock Lobster. Oh, I love that song. They did a song for the second compilation thing that PETA did. The first one was Animal Liberation, and there was another one they did. I used to have the cassette tape of it. I don't know where it went. Yep, exactly, Martin. I should see. I don't know if they how much it would cost to buy one just for funsies, to get a beehive to put on my head one time for a live stream. One time I wore my little pink hot pink wig. I have a Harley Quinn one with the longer hair from the first Suicide Squad movie. When I went as Harley Quinn on Halloween a few years ago. Wasn't that oh, now Lizzie's eyes are rolling too. Be careful they don't get stuck like that, Lizzie. Blame Martin for it. I liked in that first Kick-Ass movie Hit Girl, I love that purple wig she had, so that's why I got the hot pink, because I couldn't find a purple one. I got it at a thrift shop anyway. Yeah, I need to... I should do that sometime. When it gets cooler for my live stream, I should get some kind of a wig, like a beehive or something. Yeah, the eyes rolling. The rolling eye syndrome. You could call it Martin-itis. Oh, I should post a picture of myself that I've kept over the years. It was in my mom's wallet, and I kept the little thing with some pictures in it, like one of my dad when he was in the army. But there's a picture of me when I was, I don't know. There was nobody put a freaking a date on the back of the picture. I wish they had, because it was like taken for a school picture. I was in grammar school, so I was like maybe 7 or 8. I had really blonde hair. It was long, and my mom had put it in braids. I had bangs. Bubble. Oh, yeah, Bubble the bee. You know what? I'll be gone for just a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. I want to go get that picture I was talking about. Hold on. Hold the phone, people. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go on a journey. I didn't hate school. I tolerated it. Oh, you got a beaver. Oh. Martin. Oh, smoked dope and chased girls. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Okay, I just wanted to get this picture of me. It was probably, I don't know, I was probably 7 or 8 at the most. What I looked like as a youngling. When I had a lot more hair. I had, nice, longer hair. As you can see, the braid went past my shoulders. That one did, anyway, from the looks of it. Yeah, that was for school. So that would be as a youngling. Oh, blurry. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's the way. Oh, too many pixels. Oh, crap. Well, you know what I'll do? I can post it on my community post. My journey card from that to this. That's my journey card. I already posted a picture of my dad when he was in the Army. He's the one. This was from, at least it was written on the back here, 1945. My dad is the one without the hat on. This one, that's my dad right there. When he was in the Army. He was a gunnery sergeant in the Army. Well, thank you, Vegan Winter. What did you see for a second, PJ? I'm trying, it'd probably come in better if I posted on my community post. But yeah, I went from that to this. That was probably 1968 or 69, maybe 70. I'm not sure. Because, look, there's nobody wrote anything on the back. I wish somebody put a freaking date on the back, or at least a year, so I know when this was freaking taken. I don't remember. I'm just guessing how old I was. Well, thank you, Veganic Tomato. Yeah, much younger me. Probably like a 55 years younger me. Yeah, because my dad was stationed in Iceland during World War II, gunnery sergeant, and I'm glad that he wrote a date on it. And the other guy with the hat on it must have been a buddy of his. His nickname was Porky, the guy with the hat. At least I got this picture of my dad because my mother, we took a lot of pictures and we didn't put them in photo albums. And there's a lot of things when I originally moved from Hamden to Bridgeport, I wish I'd taken with me, but I had help actually moving from my house to Bridgeport. But as far as packing stuff went, because once the house was sold, I had 3 days to get my crap out of there. Oh. No, they had fountain. Yes, they did have pens back then. Yeah, my parents were older because my dad was born in 1912. October 6th was his birthday. He was born in Waterbury, Connecticut. And I never knew my paternal grandparents because they died long before my parents got married. And from what my mom told me, my dad had gone into the Army because both of his parents were gone, and he figured he had nothing left to lose, so he joined the Army. And he was in Iceland. I don't know where he was before that or after that, but he was sent to Iceland. My mom was born February 29th, 1924. She was a leap year baby. And because my oldest brother George, my parents were married in 46. My brother George was born in September of 49. Harold was born December in 52, and I came later on in July of 62. I used to joke around, I was an afterthought. So, my mom was only 38 when she had me, and that's not that old. But people used to think I was her granddaughter. I mean, that's crazy. When she told me that many, many years later, I was like, that's crazy. 38 isn't old to have a child. Well, there was one between me and Harold. My mom was pregnant, but she had a miscarriage. So I don't know. I could have had a sister. Of course, I would have had another brother, or might have had a sister. I don't know. We'll never know. Yeah, quill pens. Dip them in the ink pot. Hieroglyphics. And hieroglyphics. It would have been nice to have had a sister. I don't know what year it was, but it was between 52 and 62. So I don't know. I don't think my mom ever told me what year that was when she was pregnant with a potential sister or another brother. But even though there was almost 10 years difference between me and Harold, we got along great. Like I said, he was my best friend. We have the same sense of humor. And I knew his friends. I didn't know my older brother's friends at all. That's funny, Lizzie. Yeah, I would say no. We looked at cave paintings. Had some very nice cave paintings back when I was a kid. I think, I don't remember when my family got their first TV because it was before I was born. But I remember we had a color TV. I remember our Christmas tree even. It was an artificial one that we would take down and put up upstairs in a closet. It was a tall one. It was a tall tree. I remember we, helping decorate it and everything. And it's funny how there's some things that stick in your brain from when you're little. I mean, you can't remember I don't remember every detail of everything way back when, but there's certain things that stick in your memory. Like the first car I remember my parents having was a Chevy Corvair station wagon. Yeah, back in the day, we had 3 channels here. They had ABC, NBC, and CBS, and then later on PBS, public TV. But we didn't have all the channels that are on now. But we did fine with just with 3 channels back then. But yeah, my parents always bought Chevys because my dad had a '57 Chevy Bel Air. The first car was a white Chevy Corvair station wagon. And it's funny how like I was saying, how certain things, details stick out in your memory. Like I remember the floor mat in the back of the station wagon, because that's where I would always be, like as a kid, back there. Just when we go places, I lay back there and look out the back window, and it was like a bumpy textured floor mat in the back of that. Then the next car my mom bought was, I forgot what year it was, after my dad passed, I think. It was a '69 Chevy Nova. The flower pot man? Flob, what the hell? Flob, oh, forget trying to say that. Oh, man. Then after the Chevy Nova died, it died right in the middle of a street one time. Well, not died, but oh no, it wasn't. It was something happened with the brakes, and we managed to get it to the dealership where my parents always bought the Chevys, Partica. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a Sassenach. Pinky and Perky. I'm just thinking of something funny, a bit naughty with those names, Pinky and Perky. But then my mom had bought a little brown Chevette. Instead of a little red Corvette, it was a little brown Chevette. Then it was a Chevy Cavalier. Trumpington. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, it's Pinky and Perky. If you get my drift. Wink, wink. Nah. Oh, okay, Lizzie. Thanks for clarifying that. I'm over here babbling about the Chevy Corvair station wagon and stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, what I remember watching as a kid is Speed Racer and Kimber the White Lion. And I watched Looney Tunes. And on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. on NBC, it was The Wonderful World of Disney, where they showed a lot of those movies, like The Nine Lives of Thomasina, That Darn Cat, um, a bunch of movies. Yeah, I remember Captain Kangaroo too. Oh yeah, Wonderama. I forgot the guy's name. Wonderama, Captain Kangaroo. Yeah, I used to watch that too. Oh my god. Um, yeah, Mr. Rogers on PBS. I never watched Sesame Street as a kid, but because I already knew. I've been reading since I was 4 years old, thanks to my mom and dad. So I had a head start on reading before I hit school. Hi, Karina. Hello. Glad you showed up. Oh my god, we've been going crazy here. Having a lot of fun. Oh yeah. Look at this. I made this before because I mentioned a journey. I don't have a card handy, so I wrote it on a piece of paper trying to spell journey backwards, and I messed up the J, but that's okay. Oh, having a lot of fun talking about things we watched as kids, like Captain Kangaroo here, and Wonderama, and Speed Racer, and the Kimber the White Lion. That's the only grandparent I knew was my maternal grandfather, and he passed away the same year my dad did, which was in December of 72. Oh boy, the horror. Ah. Oh, I remember. I've heard of those He-Man and Thundercats. It's funny. I watched Pee-wee's Playhouse when I was an adult. I found when I was in my 20s, whenever it was on. I was in my 20s, I believe, but it was funny. I liked Pee-wee Herman. The Three Stooges. Oh, I love the Three Stooges, and I used to watch the Little Rascals. There were shorts from the 30s with those kids like Spanky and Alfalfa. Those were funny. I liked Looney Tunes. They were funny. Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner. Meep meep. Yeah, Spanky was he was a little bit chubby, and Alfalfa with the hair sticking up. He had the cowlick going on, freckles, and there was a girl Darla. There was a He-Man's Woman Haters Club they had. It was funny. There was Porky and Weezer. I'm trying to remember all their names. Oh yeah, um, Buckwheat. This is funny, reminiscing about stuff we watched when we were kiddos. And even older, like Pee-wee's Playhouse. That was funny. And then, um, yeah, one of those numbers, like 44, you can't turn around because it's the same forwards and backwards. Um, Oh my, PBS. My mom used to like to watch Victory Garden and This Old House on PBS. I used to like to watch the nature documentaries too, and like when they had those, like any music on there, it was good. Yeah, Martin was just a kid when he had kids. No, Martin's only 7 years old. If you turn his age around, he's only 7. So his sons are older than he is. Oh man. Um. Oh my God! I remember Gumby and Pokey too. Oh my goodness. Oh jeez. Hi, Korean. Hi, Korean and Sky. I put my journey card up here. Oh, good. I wonder when the next protest is going to be around here because I want to go to one again. Oh, that's funny, Lizzie. No, PJ, you're only going to be 4. You're 93 going on 4. Okay? And I'm 63. I mean 60. Well, God. I'm going on 36. I'm 26 now. I'm going on 36. I did have a card handy, Karina, so I just improvised. It's fun being goofy on here. Can't be serious all the damn time. I'm trying to remember what else I used to watch as a kid besides Wonderama and Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Green Jeans. Remember Mr. Green Jeans? Those of you who know about Captain Kangaroo. Oh, I like the Muppet Show, Kermit the Frog. My late brother, used to do a great Kermit impression, and that's what I call him. I still have him in my phone contacts. I have a picture of Kermit. Yeah, I wish I could. I want to go to a protest. I got to find out when the next one is around here. I have no idea. I have to Google it and see. I think there's one coming up next month. I've heard of He-Man, but never watched it. I used to watch Wonder Woman in the 70s with Linda Carter. My voice is still kind of messed up because it was 2 weeks ago when I was at the No Kings protest in New Haven, chanting things, and now my voice, either that or I talk too much. Love you too, Karina. Yeah, I get all psyched to go to protests. I'm all ready to get going to one. I should go stand outside with a sign and say, "Hey, hey, ho, ho! Donald Trump has got to go." Oh, man. Power to the people. No one is illegal. You're welcome, Karina. Yeah, it's... That's if, it's like, maybe young at heart, but different body parts beg to differ. Like my back. I have back issues. I should be a magazine or a comic book. I have back issues. Had them for years. I agree, Martin. They are awesome. And that was a great concert the other day, night, whatever time it was. The acoustic concert. Sky's Acoustic Cafe. That was good. And it was fun hearing an acoustic version of War Pigs by Black Sabbath. Yeah, I have to pick beans, but my back hurts, so I pick a few, then stand up for a minute or so, and then bend back down, because I can't squat. My knees won't let me squat down, so that's out of the question. A few years ago, it was in the summer, because there's a cement area out back, and I fell, and I actually said I've fallen and I can't get up, hoping my neighbors on the other side of the duplex would hear me, but nobody did. Exactly, Martin. Yeah, years ago when I took guitar lessons back, I was in my 20s then. I could frickin' carry guitar in one hand and the amp in the other and walk upstairs. Now I'm lucky I get myself upstairs. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, my brother did a better Kermit impression, but I could try. My late brother, he did Kermit and Fozzie and Yoda. Cracked me up. Hi, I'm Kermit the Frog. I don't know. I can do Donald Duck sneezing. And an upset Donald Duck. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I do my Oracle impression. Did I do that? And party of the year, Carl. Party of the year. And got any cheese? Got any vegan cheese? I have a limited repertoire of impressions. House frogs? Yeah, my brother was fond of frogs. When he was a kid, before I came into the picture, my mom told me where her parents had owned a little farm type thing just for them. My brother used to go and collect, I think it was toads in a bucket, and my mom would tell him, go put them back where you found them. I don't know if it was toads or frogs. I thought it was funny. Oh, my impression, Karina, thank... Hi, Sky. Oh, my God. I'm a goofball. And my journey card? I don't have a card, but I wrote that. Oh. I was only going to do a 2-hour stream, and it's almost 3.5 hours now. Oh, my God. Well, thank you, Beginning Tomato. Oh, God, now I'm snorting and wheezing here. Oh, man. 3-day stream. Martin, I told you, be careful. Your eyes might get stuck like that. I don't know if I can actually say anything like Donald Duck, though. Oh, forget. I can't talk like Donald Duck. I mean, yeah, Lizzie, I agree. Sky is the best at impressions like that. Yeah, that is Donald Duck with a cold. Oh, yeah, it would. Veganic Tomato. No, you... Trump. Trumpty Dumpty. Moosk. How many other ones? Tom Holman. That sounds like he's got marbles in his mouth. All those other impressions. RFK. Let's see. I think this is going to turn into a 4-hour stream if I keep at it here. I did show for the... Where to go? Where the hell did I go? Oh, crap. I'm spilling dragon parts all over the place here. Oh, damn it. Where did that picture go? Where did I put my little picture? Oh. I can't find myself. Where the hell did I go? Oh, here it is. Oh my God, I was hiding. Excuse me for... What am I like? What I'm like? I don't know. I showed this picture before of me when I was in grammar school when I had long hair and more of it, and I was blonde. Natural blonde hair. I don't know. Nobody put a freaking date on the back of the picture, but I think I'm 7 or 8 years old there. I know, grammar school. But nobody put a freaking date on the picture. Oh, it is, Martin. I know some British expressions, not all of them. I'm such a Sassanach. Oh, forget it. Sometimes I can't talk. That's why I tried to stay in the house when it was like a freaking oven outside. I didn't want to melt my brain. All right, geezer. All right, geezer. I know. Sometimes you call people an old geezer. I'm an old geezer. Sometimes I feel like an old geezer. Especially when I try to pick my beans and my back yells at me. Like I said before, I have back issues. I should be a friggin' magazine or a comic book or something. I have back issues. Oh, with a British accent. Okay, let me try that. In it goes. Blimey. I could do it like, I know, like a little bit of Irish, like a, don't be a fucking idiot. I can't help it. I may have Irish and English blood in me, but it's like, I need to practice accents. Old King Charlie. Like an Outlander now with in season 2, they're talking about Bonnie Prince Charlie. Yeah, it's Lizzie. It's I can't help it. That's the way. It's hereditary or genetic, you know. I mean, it's good to have a sense of humor. It's very important, especially nowadays. Without a sense of humor, what are you? Aw, thank you, Lizzie. Because, like I said, there's a lot of serious crap in the world. We need to have fun, be goofy. Gotta be goofy. I'm not talking about Disney goofy. I mean goofy, a goofball. Like today, it's cloudy with a chance of goofballs. Like I made that a very little joke the other day. Very little, like maybe that little. Um, it could go either way. What did the guitar say to the pick, or the pick say to the guitar? Don't fret. Bye, Karina. I'm glad you showed up, and Sky too. Always glad to have you folks here, and it's always fun. And have a great protest. Hope you don't run into any Trump simps or bootlickers, whatever you want to call them. May the force be with you, Karina and Sky. Take care. Toodles. um, let's see. I've been at it for 3 hours and 34 minutes. Holy crap on a cracker. That's how time flies when you're having fun. Hee hee. Martin, whatever you said, hasta pronto. Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly, Lizzie. Yeah, I was gonna pick beans and water my garden and eat lunch, but by the time I get to eat lunch, it'll be supper time. I'll be watching another episode of Outlander. Because I love Jamie's reaction when Claire told him about Blackjack Randall. He was still alive. I know he said he wanted to see him die. Martin. Core blimey, Gov. Grub up time. Oh boy. Ain't no party like a MacSkywalker party on a Saturday. Woot woot. Oh yeah, it's always good to spay and neuter your companions. I got spayed a few years, almost a decade ago now. Oh God, it was like, I think it was last week. Remember I said if I wanted to reproduce, I could go make Xerox copies of myself. Could you even imagine if there was a mini me around? Oh my God, you know. But seriously, I never found anybody I wanted to reproduce with. Ha! Then I'd be passing on the diabetes too. So I didn't want to do that, inflict that on somebody. Oh, let's see. Should we try to make it another 22 minutes? Make it an even 4 hours? I definitely gotta go get lunch and then pick my beans. I'm sure there's a lot of them that I missed from the other day. I find these long ass beans and they're like, oops. Maybe if I tell jokes to my tomato, it might grow. Tomatoes, though. Like that friend of mine that thinks cars have feelings. Huh. That's a good one to use now for arguments. Cars, though. Cars are sentient, didn't you know? What the hell? Jolly hockey sticks? Oh boy. Well, my oldest brother is also a practical joker too. At least he was. I think he has some form of dementia, unfortunately. He's up in New Hampshire, or as I call it, New Hamster. He's done things in the past to get prank people at his job. He worked at Yale in the health and safety department. I think the funniest thing he ever pulled on me was calling me from our old phone number in Hamden. I had it disconnected when I moved. And one time, this was several years ago, he called me. I'm like, what? I see the number came up on my phone. I'm like, what the hell? I disconnected that. I'm like, what? I answered it, and he's laughing his ass off on the other end. He had some kind of gizmo that was able to make it look like he was calling from any number. That was funny. That was the best thing he ever pulled. I got him back. I've gotten him back a couple of times. Like one time when him and his wife lived in Hamden, they had gone away. My mom and I would go over to check his mail. I think I've told this story before. And they had a braided rug in the kitchen. Well, I had gotten from a gift shop a plastic vomit. And I left it on the rug. And they thought this neighborhood cat that always visited them had gotten in the house and threw up on the rug. But no. Ha. It was me. Another time I pranked, he's gone now too, but a longtime family friend. In a cardboard box, I went to Dollar Tree when things were still $1 back then. I got a bunch of like fake body parts, like feet and hands, and even a liver. I forgot what other fake body parts. Put them in a box, taped it up, and put it on his back porch. And at first he thought maybe one of the neighborhood kids did it. But it was me. I did it. And I cracked the hell up. That was around Halloween one year. And when I had a car. And a regular license. So, let's see. 18 more minutes, and then I'm really going to end this in another 18 minutes. So, let's see, what else can we talk about here? Sometimes I think my name should have been Brooke. Then I could be a babbling brook. Well, there was a doll called a Chatty Cathy doll. Ah, Martin. Ha. Yeah, back in, I don't know if it was, I don't know exactly, I think it was in the 60s, they were called Chatty Cathy. And that's what I am. Well, believe it or not, when I was in school, I was quiet. I was shy. All through school. I mean, I had friends and everything, but I was just the quiet type. Didn't get into trouble, didn't cause any problems. Only stayed after school when I was in high school once, and that was because nobody would squeal on whoever did something, whatever it was in class, whatever class it was, I don't remember. That was eons ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's the only time I had detention. It was a group detention. Never got into trouble in school. Ha! Yeah, I'm gonna have a Gardein burger. I'm thinking I might, like I mentioned previously, about go get a Portuguese roll from the little convenience store right across the street. Down a little bit, but across the street from where I live. Oh, that's good, Lizzie. Yeah, no, it's like once I got out of school into the working world, then that all changed. No, I'm not quiet anymore. Vegan winter, oh, no grub time for you. Oh. Martin, oh, you're a naughty little boy, eh? Ooh. Yeah, so did I, Lizzie. Hey, 40. I got another 15 minutes left, because then it'll be 4 hours. And I gotta go get something to eat. I gotta go get a Gardein burger. Glad to see you here. Martin was a naughty little boy in school. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's another meaning of the word brook, besides being a little stream. I know, it goes by fast, especially when you're having fun. Oh, Lizzie. Yeah, we were just cracking up. I don't think you heard my Donald Duck sneezing impression. Karina and Sky were here just a little while ago. They're going to a protest. Yeah, PJ, that's funny. Yeah, Martin Kevin, a troublemaker threat. He said he was going to time me out or time out the whole channel, the whole chat. Oh wow, 8-hour stream. Holy crap. 11 years ish. That's funny. I'm 26 going on 36. Haha. Turn my numbers around. I'm trying to chase it away, but my birthday's coming up. You don't have a birthday? Wow, that's amazing. I've seen him on Vegan Postmortem's channel when I pop in to see what's going on with them. My Donald Duck sneezing impression. What? You're born in 1913? Wow. That's funny. My dad was born in 1912. 112 years old. Wow. You look good for your age, David, for being 112. See, that's the one of the benefits of being plant-based and vegan. You don't look your age. Like almost triple 40. Oh, my bandana's almost falling off. Oh, that's funny. 2 naughty boys in detention. Oh. Oh, it's fun to have fun on here, be goofy, crack jokes. Oh, you're the oldest one here then. Yeah, we need to be goofy sometimes because it's so serious what's going on with animals and with the current situation here in this effed up country. We need to be goofy and like do my Donald Duck sneezing impression. Excuse me. Can't do that too much because I might goof up my throat. That is definitely something to be proud of. You don't look 112. Nobody would have ever guessed. Yeah. Yeah, PJ he's going from 93 to 4 soon. So, reverse aging. No, you didn't leave out the O because he's gonna be 4. He's 93 now and he's turning 4. Martin, with your rolling eyes, and be careful you don't get stuck like that. I keep telling you, watch out, your eyes might get stuck that way. Yeah, it looks like it. 40, no more. Oh man. Yeah, so 8 more minutes and I'm ending this because I gotta go get something to eat before and I want to pick some beans, water my garden because I don't know if we're gonna get rain today or not. I'll just water them, whatever. I try to sub to as many vegan channels as I can. Oh, yeah, Martin, it's what? Going on 8 where you are. Martin of the rolling eyeballs. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those eyeballs rolling. Yeah, it's almost 2 here. I'm in Connecticut. Yeah, it's 1:53. Yeah, I got stuff to do. Be on lunch, watch another episode of Outlander. Excuse me, picking beans. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with the rest of my day. That's a good one, Vegan Winter. Oh, yeah, it's yeah, veganic tomato, like you call yourself a Saskatchewan, if I said it right. Yeah, behave yourself, Martin. Be a good boy. Be a good lad. Yeah, he does. He does indeed, Vegan Winter. Oh no, I never met Pat Harmon. Where did she live in Connecticut? I don't know any personally any vegans in my area. I'm the only one, and that's why I'm glad I have the VFFs here. Because I'm a valley girl now. I live in the Naugatuck Valley, Derby. Or as they'd say in England, Derby. The smallest city in Connecticut. I like to be funny and say it that way. I don't get out much to go to different things. Like this year I want to go to Compassion Fest in Hamden again, like last year. It was in October, it was a beautiful day that day. Blue skies, fluffy clouds, and I had some delicious non-dairy black raspberry ice cream. Black raspberry ice cream. But 4 minutes, the countdown commences. We got 4 minutes and a few seconds left. And next week it depends on the weather. again, like I mentioned previously, there might not be a stream next week because I want to have a tag sale. I want to get rid of some excess stuff around here if I can make a little money off of it. So it depends if it's not too hot, if it's not raining, either one or a combination. If it's not any of that, I get to, but it's almost time anyway. So, oh, she lived in Stamford. I know Nerd Gus is in Stamford. I almost met Nerds last year at Compassion Fest. I didn't know he was there, but when I go this year, I hope he's there again. So, yeah, my phone was twice it did this. It stopped and reconnected. I don't know what the hell. My phone is possessed, or either it's a connection to my neighbor's Wi-Fi. But before I end this, I want to say thank everybody for being here. I appreciate all you. Love you all. Bye, Martin. May the force be with you, and be a good boy. Behave yourself and stop rolling your eyes so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the chat, and thank everybody for being here that was here and then left, like Karina and Sky and everybody else, PJ and Lizzie and Martin and Veganic Tomato, Vegan Winter, the not 40-year-old vegan, not 40 anymore year old vegan, and everybody else that was here. No trolls. It was a troll-free stream, which was good, but it's like I said, sometimes it's fun to mess around with the trolls. So take care, everybody, and have a great rest of your weekend, and may the force be with you all, and all that lovely stuff. And till next week, maybe not. I might do it next Sunday if I don't do it Saturday. I don't know. It's all up in the air. Well, you're welcome, Vegan Winter. I'm glad we can have this place to, talk about serious stuff, but also be goofballs, you you gotta have a sense of humor. It's very important. Oh my God, Fur, you joined too late. Oh, jeez. Aw. Hello, goodbye. I say hello, you say goodbye, hello, goodbye. Don't mind me trying to sing. But, yeah, take care, everybody. Toodles, noodles. May the force be with you. Bye-bye.